You are welcome back to this session, and don't forget we have been looking at our application whereby we are using blockchain to solve supply chain management problem. So far so good, we have been able to design the front end of our application where the user will be able to click on a button to add the tracking or add the shipment, putting the receiver, putting the date, the distance, and also the price. Then also the logistics provider will be able to start the shipment. Then once the logistics provider start the shipment, actually when the seller and the buyer reach an agreement to transact, the buyer will make the payment for the product, make the payment for the shipment and everything, or the full package. So the seller will now take it upon him or herself to deliver the parcel. Then at the point of delivering, all the seller just need to do is just to come here at the tracking, put in the details and create the shipment. So he or she will be required to make the payment. So once they make the payment, the logistics provider will get the alert that, alright, someone has actually placed an order in order for you to move a parcel from one point to the other. And so once the logistics provider get the alert, the sellers make the payment, but the payment will not go through to the logistics provider yet. We are going to keep it in an escrow. So the logistics provider will come right here to start the shipment. All you just need to do is just to put the shipment ID. The receiver details will be there by default. We just start the shipment, and once they start the shipment, either the buyer or the seller or the logistics provider can see the details, how far with the parcel, how far with the movement. All you just need to do is just to put the ID, then and these details will be populated directly from the blockchain. And also from there, once the receiver has received the shipment, has received the parcel, it is the receiver that will now come right here to complete the shipment. So once the receiver put the ID and say complete the shipment, then the logistics provider will be getting the payment. So we have been able to complete the front end of the application, and now it's time for us to go write some Solidity code in order for us to be able to integrate blockchain into our application. And for this, we are going to be using Solidity, and also we are going to be using Ganache. Ganache is actually a local blockchain server that gives us some testnet tokens that we can use to test our application locally before we then deploy it to a live blockchain server. So to download Ganache, all you just need to do is just to come to your browser right here and go to google.com. Then once you are right here, all you just need to do is just to say download Ganache for your operating system, either Windows. So once you get here, you see the link where you can download Ganache. So you can see here, download for Windows, and if you are using Mac, it will bring it that you should download for Mac OS. So it's free. So once you download it, you install it, and once you install it, you are going to have it on your local system. You can see I have installed it, and if you open it, you actually see that it will give you some account. You can see. So once you open it, you are going to be here. All you just need to do is just to click start. So you are going to start the Ganache server. It's a local Ethereum blockchain server that gives you some 100 ETH in about 10 accounts for you to test your application locally. Now you can see right here that we have several accounts. This is an account, this is an account, all having 100 ETH, and it's about 10 accounts because it started from index 0, so 10 accounts. So for example, in our own case now, we have the buyer, we have the seller, we have the logistic provider. So in testing our application, we can just assign this particular account to be the seller, assign this particular account to be the buyer, then assign this particular account to be the logistic provider. So It depends on your own use case. If you're also working on any other application, then they will definitely be the user of the application. Then you can just take this one, use it for a particular user, take this other one, use it for another user, take this other one, use it for another user. So now that we have our Ganache local blockchain server installed and set up, now it is time for us to now go ahead to implement the backend. Don't forget, we are working with Web3, and for Web3, what makes it different from Web2 is that for Web2, the backend is actually a local, it's a centralized blockchain, it's a centralized database. However, for Web3, the backend is a decentralized blockchain. So blockchain itself is a database. What just makes the difference between blockchain and the Web2 database is that for the Web2, it is actually a centralized blockchain. It's actually a centralized database. However, for the Web3, it's a decentralized. So the two are actually storing data, but for the blockchain is actually decentralized, where nobody's an authority and you can't manipulate it, you can't change it all by yourself. Alright, without any further ado, let us jump right into it. So now we are currently here. This is our source code. So we are going to be creating a folder that we are going to be using to store our blockchain implementation. And for us to do that, we just need to just your folder, the one you want to create folder, just click on any empty space because I want the folder to be in the root directory. So I'll just create new folder, then I'll call that folder, let's just call it blockchain. So that will be our backend implementation in the world of Web 2.0. Now that we are here, you can just open your terminal. In case your terminal is not open, just come to these three dots, terminal, new terminal. So once you do that, then you can just check to know which folder you are in. This is the folder you are in. So I'll just enter the blockchain folder by saying cd blockchain. So that will take me into the folder of blockchain. So make sure you are in that folder because whatever we are doing now, we want to do it inside the blockchain folder. So for this now, we are going to be, so we are sure we are in the blockchain folder. So we are going to be creating a node application. We can initialize a node application. To do that, we are going to say npm init-y. So make sure you are inside the blockchain folder. So once I do that, then you can see that it has been initialized. So you can see we have a node application initialized in that particular folder. So now that we have been able to do that, let's just see, we are going to be using Hardhat for compiling our smart contract and also getting the application binary interface API of our compiled smart contract. So you can see this is that we are going to be using that. So it is Ethereum development environment for professionals. So you can see we can use it to compile our smart contract. You can use it to run Solidity locally, and it also allows you to debug, and it is flexible. You can bring your own tools. You can extend it. You can also easily integrate it with your with your front-end application. It make it easy for you to write Ethereum-based Solidity. So we are going to be using this Hardhat for our implementation.